Hello and welcome to City Yoga. My name is Luke, and this is going to be a 50-minute all levels yoga practice. We're going to go ahead and begin our practice in pose of a child. So taking our knees wide and bringing our big toes together. Start to walk your hands forward. Just maybe begin by drawing the forehead down, but keeping the forearms and the wrists lifted by extending the hands as far forward as you can. And then spreading the fingers and pressing down through the finger pads. Start to channel your breath in and out through the nostrils. Allowing each inhale to get deeper. Pressing through the finger pads and pulling your shoulders back as you breathe in. Expanding the chest and the belly in between the thighs. And just softening as we breathe out. I'm going to press down and take one more deep breath in. Glide the shoulders back, expanding the belly and the chest. And as you breathe out, just let your forearms, elbows soften back into the mat. Soften the shoulders. Draw the fingertips together in a prayer position. And placing the thumbs at the base of the neck, let the fingers point towards the ceiling. Just maintain deep breaths in through the nose, feeling the belly expand. And start to slow the breaths coming out the nose. Feeling the belly contract and softening through the shoulders. And just maybe go ahead and set an intention for your practice today. And try to check in or come back to that intention at any moment through your practice. Extend the hands forward. Just reaching out in line with your shoulders, pressing our palms back down. You're going to lift the head and gaze and just gently sway the rib cage side to side. And then pausing still, keep the arms lengthened, tuck the belly, and cupcake the fingers. Stretching the elbows nice and long. We'll peel the shoulders back and gaze under the right arm, tucking the chin towards the right armpit. Pressing down through the finger pads, lift back to the center. Gaze under the left arm. As you gaze forward, press the palms down. And begin to glide forward, bringing your shoulders above your wrists and pushing away from the mat. Pull the belly in and start to round back, clawing the fingers into the mat. On the next inhale, float the feet up, bring the shoulders over the wrists, dial the elbows in, and push the chest up. I'm going to pull the belly in, claw the fingers into the mat, and glide back as we breathe out. Let's take one more deep breath in, shifting forward. And then the exhale, rounding back. And from here, we'll slowly transition up into tabletop, coming onto our hands and knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And just gently lower your belly, push your shoulders back, dial the elbows in, and then bow the head. Start to widen the elbows and shoulders, press into your finger pads, and tuck the tail under. And we'll stay here and pull the belly in, widen the shoulders, and then take a deeper breath in as you lower down, gazing forward. Take a long breath out as you round, pushing away from your mat. And the next inhale, tuck the toes as you drop your belly. Keeping the toes tucked, come onto your fingertips as you round through the back. And just lower the palms back down and untuck the toes as you breathe in, dropping the belly. Pressing through the palms, you're going to round. Push the tops of the feet into the mat and let the knees hover. It's like you're resting on top of a giant beach ball. Widen the shoulders, engage the stomach. And then lower back down. Center your left hand and open the right hand to the ceiling. And begin to circle the arm in one direction. Pause. Circle the arm in the opposite direction. I'm going to pause towards the top, squeeze the fist and roll the wrist. Roll in the other direction. And as you inhale, just squeeze the fist as tight as you can. Exhale, spread the fingers as wide as you can. And lower the right hand down, replacing the left. Opening the left arm up towards the ceiling. Begin by circling your arm in one direction. Just continue to take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Circle the arm the other way. And on your next inhale, we're going to extend the arm up, squeeze the fist. Exhale, roll the wrist. As you inhale, roll the other way. And then pause, squeezing the fist as tight as you can, pushing away from that right hand, and spreading the fingers as wide as you can. Coming back into tabletop. We'll shift the knees wider, bring the toes together, and draw the hands forward. And just start to circle clockwise, flowing with your breath, shifting the hips back and stretching the arms out, drawing the chest forward as we breathe in. We're going to pause and circle in the opposite direction. Then gradually come back to stillness. Shift back into your tabletop. Place your hands back under your shoulders. And we'll step the right foot back and push back into that right heel. As you glide forward, float the right leg, soften through the shoulders, and bend the right knee. Start to draw the hip open, guiding the right knee up towards the ceiling. Start to roll the ankle. Roll the other way. And then we're going to draw that right knee down, squaring the hips, push the heel back, and reach the left hand forward. Pull your shoulders back away from the ears. Just try to lengthen, pushing through the right hand, flexing the right foot. Try to spread your fingers and spread your toes. And take one more deep breath in. And just come undone as you breathe out, transitioning back into your tabletop. Stepping the left foot back and begin by pushing back into that left heel. Softening through the shoulders and shining the chest forward. As you glide forward, float the left leg higher before bending the knee and flexing the foot, and then guiding the hip open. Try to angle the knee up towards the ceiling. Start to roll the left foot. Rolling the other way. And as you square the hips and extend the left leg back, flex the foot, reach the right hand forward. Drawing both shoulders back, pulling the stomach in. I'm going to anchor through that left hand by pressing down through the shoulder. And just lengthen here as you breathe in. And slowly come undone as you breathe out, transitioning back into tabletop. And just slowly sinking the hips towards the heels again. We'll come back onto our fingertips, bow the head. Extend the exhale, pulling the stomach. And then rounding forward one vertebra at a time. Breathe in as your shoulders come over the wrists. And breathe out as you release the palms back down. We'll turn the right fingers towards the knees. Spread the fingers as much as you can. Start to circle the hips in one direction. Small circles flowing with our breath. We're going to pause, flip that right arm over, right hand over, spread the fingers, push through the shoulder into the heel and hand. Into the back of the wrist crease, and as you roll back, let your fingers curl into a fist. And press through the shoulder down into your knuckles. And then slowly come undone. So we're going to release the right hand back to a neutral position. Turn the left fingers towards the knees. And circle the hips in the opposite direction this time. Once again, flowing with your breath. As you come back to stillness, flip the left palm over so the palm faces up. Just shift forward, pressing into the back of the hand and into the knuckles. As you start to roll further back, let your fingers curl back into a fist. Shift forward and press the left shoulder down into your knuckles. And then come undone. And tuck the toes underneath. Lower the belly, spin the shoulders back, dial the elbows in, and then bow the head, lift the knees, and push back into your down dog. Hiding our ears inside our shoulders, looking back towards the feet. Bring your toes, your big toes about $1 bills distance apart. Softening just the right knee and pushing the left heel down. Lengthen the arms. Take a nice full breath in. On the exhale, we'll switch sides. Soften the left knee, push the right heel down. Lengthen the arms, pressing the chest towards the straight leg. On your next inhale, just begin to pedal. And come back to stillness. Send the chest back towards the thighs. Keep the arms nice and long. And then inhale to a plank position, bringing your shoulders above the wrists, pushing away from the mat. Exhale into down dog. Twice more. Inhale, shift to plank. Shoulders above the wrists. Exhale into down dog. And last time, gliding forwards, dialing your elbows in, letting your shoulders soften back. Find down dog as you exhale and start to walk your feet up towards the hands. Just eventually come all the way to the top of the mat. Let your knees soften and your head hang. Relax the shoulders. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Soften the knees, shift the weight towards the heels. And with the chin tucked, we're going to slowly roll up one vertebra at a time until we come all the way up to standing. And just slowly draw your shoulders up and back and down into your back pockets. Extending the arms alongside the body. Engaging the inner thighs. And trying to ground through all four corners of our feet. Keeping the belly engaged as you breathe in and reach up with both hands. Exhale the hands across the heart. Twice more, breathing in, looking up. Breathing out as the hands cross the heart. Pull the belly button into the spine. And on your next inhale, press your hips forward, look up, let your shoulders draw down towards the hips. On the exhale, draw the hands back across the heart. Bring the shoulders down into your back pockets. Keep the belly engaged. And as you inhale, we're going to twist to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhaling left. Exhale to the center. And just pause here. Slide the feet close together. We'll stay empty. With the hands at heart center, take another deep breath in. Pull the belly button into the spine, holding the breath. Exhale to the right. Take another deep breath in, drawing your belly button in some more, and then exhale into the left. And your next inhale, release back to the center, releasing the hands alongside the body as you exhale, peeling the shoulders back, and the right arm reaches up as we breathe in. Pull the shoulder down into a socket and fold to the left side as you breathe out. Allowing that left arm to extend down, grounding through that outer right heel. Draw your shoulders back, and then just start to soften the right elbow, spiraling your chest and the ribs up towards the right side. As you come back to neutral, upright the body, and bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Draw both shoulders down, keep reaching the left hand down. Drawing your chin towards the right armpit, move the hands towards the back of the head, maybe just taking 2 fingers or 3, pulling the chin, pushing the chin down towards the right shoulder or armpit. And then come back to center, moving the hands back to the side of the head. As that right arm pulls your head, the right ear towards the right shoulder. We're going to resist by turning our gaze up towards the left side. And come back to neutral, release both hands alongside the body, and then sweep the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders down into your back body, press the fists away from the tail, and start to hinge forward and fold. Drawing the crown of the head down, maybe kissing the palms together and floating the arms overhead. Inhale to expand the chest, start to soften the knees. On the exhale, release the hands. Roll up as you breathe in, bringing the shoulders up towards your ears. On the exhale, releasing the shoulders down into your back body. Inhale the left arm up, pulling the shoulder down into a socket. Exhale, reach to the right, grounding through the left heel. Extend the right arm down, peel both shoulders back, and then start to soften the left elbow and spiral the chest up towards the left side. And keeping both feet grounded. And as you come back up to a neutral standing position, using your left hand, draw your left ear towards your left shoulder. So actually pulling on that pushing on the right side of the head. You're going to soften the shoulders, lengthen the right arm, lengthen through the right side of the neck. Drawing the fingers towards the back of the head. So fingers are towards the back and right of the head. Push the chin towards the left armpit. Keep expanding the chest, keep softening the shoulders down. And as you come back to neutral, move the left hand back to the right side of the head. Pull the left ear down towards the left shoulder and start to turn your gaze or tilt your head up towards the right side. Come back to neutral, bring the hands back alongside the body, and on your next inhale, flip your palms overhead like you're pushing the ceiling away. But send your hips forward, bring your shoulders down. Exhale, fold back down. Softening the knees. Shaking the head yes. Shaking the head no. Gaze in the belly as we come back to stillness. We're going to draw the hands up the shins as we breathe in and flatten the back. Soften down as you breathe out, tucking the chin. Shine the chest forward as you breathe in, flattening the back. Soften the knees, bow the head and drag your fingers forward as you breathe out. Once more, inhale into a flat back. Exhale, soften, fold, extend the hands and pause. Shift the weight to your heels. Draw your shoulders back, and then widen the hands out. And drawing your hands to your low back, we're going to inhale back up to standing, pressing the hips forward, lifting the heart up, bringing our shoulders back. On the exhale, come back to a neutral position, placing the hands on the hips, shifting the weight to that left foot, and just slowly begin to hover the right foot off the mat. So we'll draw it just a couple of inches off the mat, slide the shoulders down into your back body, ground through that left foot, especially the left big toe. Try to spread the toes wide and engage all four corners of that left foot as we hover the right. Softening our shoulders, engaging the belly, deepening your breath. And if you're looking down, the option to turn the gaze up or look out in front of you. Draw the leg slightly further forward, that right foot, and start to roll the ankle. Rolling the other way. And then flexing that right foot. And then just slowly drawing it down. We'll come back to standing. Shift the weight over to the right. Make sure the toes are spread. And hover the left foot off the ground. Peel the shoulders back. Engage the stomach. Spreading the toes on both the right and the left foot. Just bring your awareness back to the breath. Lifting your gaze forward if you're looking down. Continue to expand the chest and splay the toes of the left foot. Drawing the left foot forward. And just slowly rolling the ankle. Rolling in the opposite direction. And flex the foot and just pendulum swing it back to join the right. Reach up and take a hold of your left wrist as you breathe in. Pull to the right side as you breathe out. Inhale to the center as you breathe in and switch wrists. Pull to the left side as you breathe out. Come back to the center and pause, hooking the thumbs together and spreading the fingers. Draw the belly in, draw the shoulders down, and press the hips forward as you look up. Draw the hands across the heart as we come undone. Shifting the weight back into that left foot. Going to raise the right knee and cross the right foot over the left thigh, flexing that foot. And maybe using your hand to guide the hip open, or options to draw the hands to heart center, lower the hips, softening that left knee to come down. Continue to flex the right foot and press the right knee open. Keeping the back of the neck long so we're not gazing forward. Looking slightly forward at the top of the mat. Keep the right foot engaged, keeping the right hip engaged. We'll press down into the left foot and slowly come up as we breathe in. And then step down as you breathe out, shifting the weight over. And raising the left foot, crossing it over the right thigh, flexing the foot. So options to stay upright and work on opening the hip by using the left hand to press it open. Or we can keep the hands at the heart and start to lower down. As we soften that right knee, creating more openness in the left hip. Flex the foot, press the knee open to the side. Peel the shoulders back and try to keep the back of the neck long. I'm going to anchor the right big toe and inhale up slowly. Exhale to come undone. Just shift the toes together. Allow the toes to touch, let the big toes touch. Bring your shoulders down into your back body. Engage the stomach. Press the arms overhead as you inhale. Send the hips forward. Bring the shoulders down. On the exhale, we're going to lower into our chair, drawing the hands across the heart. Shift the weight to the heels. Draw your shoulders back and try to tuck the tail. Pull in the stomach. Just maybe draw the hands or the thumbs up towards the third eye. Try to flatten your back by pushing your shoulders back, drawing the belly in. Maybe the forearms come together. So we widen the shoulders. Maybe lower the hips. Maybe shift forward and come off of the heels. Holding for 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower the heels and draw the hands across the heart. Take a nice deep breath in, holding, drawing the stomach in, and then twisting to the right as we breathe out. Press the palms together, sink the hips down, try to spiral the chest upward. Option to extend the hands so your left hand reaches down and your right shoulder stacks on top with the right fingers reaching up. Options to wrap that right hand around the back if it feels good. Option to take the left hand towards the right hip if that feels good. Or you can modify and just bring the left hand to the knee or to the thigh. And sinking our hips down, pressing our thighs together, pulling the stomach in. We'll come back to the center as we breathe in. Draw the hands back across the heart. And just fold forward as you breathe out. Inhale into a flat back as you breathe in. Folding forward as you breathe out. Let the knees soften. Draw the belly in and start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Extend the arms back overhead. Interlace the fingers and lengthen the arms. Once again, drawing your shoulders down, pulling the stomach in, and pressing the hips forward as you reach up and look back. As you lower back into your chair, draw the hands back across the heart. Take a nice full breath in. On the exhale, twist to the left. Pressing the thumbs towards heart center. Option to extend one hand to the floor, one hand to the ceiling. Deepen that twist, or we can wrap the left hand behind the back. You can always back off a little bit or modify by placing your right hand just on the outside of that left knee. And then dial the chest towards the left, pull the belly in, bring the weight towards the heels. When you're ready, start to come undone. Draw your hands back to the heart. Stay low as you breathe in. Just fold forward as you breathe out. Allow your feet to separate so they're slightly wider than the hips. Soften the knees, relax the shoulders. Just allow the head to hang. We'll reach around for our opposite elbows and frame the ears inside the shoulders. And in your wide stance, just begin to shift the weight side to side. So as you shift to the left, you soften the left knee and that right leg lengthens. As we shift to the right, left knee extends. Just slowly begin to sway the upper body. Swinging from left to right, side to side. We'll gradually bring ourselves back to stillness. Release the hands down and draw the two peace fingers around the big toes. Let your hips lower down as you gaze forward, spinning your elbows in. Take a deep breath in, and then forward as you breathe out. As you straighten the knees, bend the elbows out to the sides, tucking the chin. Once more, dial the elbows in, lift your heart and lower the hips. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to fold. Release the hands. If it's in your practice, try to slide the hands underneath the feet. Maybe pressing on the fingers, or maybe the big toes can press all the way into the wrist creases as you start to pedal the feet down, massaging the wrists. Pressing the big toe down into the wrist crease. And then slowly come undone. Shift the feet back into a neutral position. Roll up slowly, coming up one vertebra at a time. We'll come back up to standing. Draw our shoulders down into the back body. Inhale, reach up, holding the breath and spreading the fingers. Goalpost the hands as you exhale. Bring the shoulder blades together. And just extend your exhale as you reach back and interlace the fingers. On your next inhale, the heart lifts and the hands press away from the low back. On your exhale, we hinge forward and fold, bowing the head. Drawing the arms overhead, maybe kissing your palms together. If you're in a slightly deeper stretch, you can soften the left knee and let the hands travel to the left. Gaze to the right. Keeping that left foot grounded, though the knee is softened. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, bend the right knee, travel the hands to the right, gaze to the left. So the right knee soft, but that right foot is firmly grounded. Inhale to the center, draw the knuckles to the low back and soften the shoulders. Exhale, release the hands down. And just slowly transition down into a seated position. Just bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the hips to release and open, let the knees fall to the side. Just begin by sitting up tall, maybe closing your eyes. Try to bring your shoulders slightly back, slightly down. Keep the belly engaged. And blinking your eyes open. Start to draw the hands towards the soles of the feet and press your shoulders back as you breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Maybe the hands travel to the toes. Bow the head. Try to bring your shoulders back and draw the chest forward. So feel the inner thighs engage some more. Maybe the hips open wider as your knees press to the side. I'm going to slowly come back up. Place the right hand behind the back and the left hand to the inner left thigh. I'm going to start to slowly push down on that left knee. Press down on the right hand to lift and twist to look right. Coming back through the center, and we'll switch sides, taking the right hand to the inner right thigh, pressing down through the right hand and pressing through the left palm, start to twist. And just come undone. Start to shift your left knee towards that top left corner of the mat. Bring your left foot towards the opposite corner of the mat. We'll place the back leg at 90 degrees. Allow the trunk to face forward. Peel the shoulders back as we breathe in. Try to shine the chest forward. Just draw your hands out as you breathe out. Transitioning to your forearms, or maybe just keeping your hands under your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the head to bow. And just slowly begin to come undone. You're going to walk the hands up. And bring the left foot in. Just switch sides. Drawing your right knee forward towards the top right corner. And trying to bring the foot towards the opposite corner. Bring your back left knee to 90 degrees. Allow the trunk to face forward. And as you breathe in, peel the shoulders back. Start to hinge forward. And we're going to breathe out to lower down. So if coming to the forearms isn't in your practice, you can maybe try to bring the ground closer to you by sliding a block under the arms. Or another alternative is to stay off of the forearms altogether. And just keep your hands under the shoulders, deciding if you want to descend more or descend less. Wherever you are, let your shoulders fall away from the ears. Allow your neck to breathe and lengthen. Slowly walk our hands back underneath our shoulders, bringing that right foot in and transitioning to tabletop. So coming onto your hands and knees, place your shoulders above the wrists. We're going to float that right leg, flex the right foot, and guide the knee up. Take an inhale, shining the chest forward. On the exhale, we're going to circle the right leg over to the left, extend the leg, ground the foot, walk your hands more towards that right corner and push back into that right heel. Just untuck the toes, let the top of the foot come down, walk your hands back under the shoulders, turn to gaze over the left shoulder. Staying here, you can transition to a deeper stretch. Maybe you come down to your forearms. Maybe you start to dip your right hip down. And gradually walking back up to our hands. And drawing the right knee back alongside the left. So spreading the fingers, pressing into your finger pads, float the left leg, keeping that bend in the knee, and then opening the hip by drawing the knee upward. Flex the foot, soften the shoulders, engage the stomach. We're going to circle that left leg around as we breathe in, draw it over towards the right, extend, and then place it down so that the toes are tucked. Walk our hands towards the left corner and push back into that left heel, stretching the back of the leg. And untuck the toes. You can travel the hands more towards the center and look over that right shoulder. You can transition down to the forearms. So options to look over the right shoulder or not. Maybe dip your left hip down if you have space. And then coming undone, we'll walk our hands back under the shoulders. Bring the knees in line with each other. And just slowly sink back so that your belly is drawn back towards your thighs. Your forehead can rest on your mat and your arms can extend back with the palms facing up. Our armpits and our shoulders draped over the knees and thighs. Just draw the hands alongside the knees and slowly press up so that we're sitting back on our heels. We'll draw the shoulders towards the ears and lower the shoulders into the back body. We'll inhale the arms overhead and draw the hands across the heart. Shifting forward, you're going to draw the glutes off the knees and tuck your toes, engage your belly, expand the chest upward, bringing the shoulders down. And draw the hands to your low back. As you inhale, begin to push your hips forward, pulling the belly in. Bring your shoulders blades towards each other. Draw the elbows towards each other. And then we're going to soften out of the pose, make fists, and press the knuckles to the low back once again. Pressing the hips forward, gazing up, bringing the shoulders down and back. And options to take a deeper back bend, maybe drawing the left hand down to the left heel as the right arm reaches up. Soften the shoulders and lengthening your neck. Drawing the belly, push the hips forward towards the knees. Come undone, we're going to soften the knees, tuck the chin, and just switch sides. Right hand to that back right heel, left arm to the ceiling. Soften the shoulders, engage the stomach, and push the hips forward. And just slowly come undone, lowering the hips back towards the heels. We'll untuck the toes, lower the glutes down and walk the hands forward. So stretching the arms long. Maybe allow the toes to separate. As you press down through the finger pads, just feel the hollowing out of that front part of the body as your armpits dial inward towards each other. Move your shoulders back. Draw the belly in. Just press down to draw your hips closer towards your heels. Then gaze forward as you inhale, gliding the shoulders above the wrists and letting your hips lower down towards your wrists. Press the chest up. Pull the stomach in and then slowly round back. Press into your finger pads. And just once more, inhale, sink the hips, maybe the feet come up as the heart lifts and the shoulders come down. Exhale, push back into that version of child's pose. And the elbows soften into the mat. Let your shoulders soften. resting the head on the mat. Just cupcake the fingers on the mat. Draw the belly button into the spine. As you press down, begin to lift. Breathe in. And rounding forward as you breathe out, finding yourselves back in tabletop. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes underneath. Raise the knees. Push back into your down dog. Stretching the arms nice and long. We'll center the left foot. Draw the right leg up. And then guide the knee towards that right wrist. We'll just bring it down as we prepare for pigeon. Let's try to angle the right foot towards the left. Keep the right knee towards the right. Squaring our hips so our hip points are facing forward. And try to bring the top of the left foot down. Draw the chest up. And then slowly lower down. Maybe come into your forearms. Your elbows, maybe finding that you need to place a block under that right hip, or you can draw the block under the chest if you like for support. That might allow you to release your hands alongside the body. Maybe take a more restful child's pose, restful pigeon pose. Slowly begin to come undone. Draw the hands back under the shoulders. Maybe set that block to the side. Tuck the toes, the back toes under, lifting the knee. Pushing back into our down dog. And pedaling the feet. Center the right foot, take the left leg up. And draw the knee towards the left wrist. Let your back knee come down. Try to angle your left foot over towards that right side. Bringing your hands under the shoulders and squaring our hip points so both hips are facing forward. And the top of the right foot presses down. And as you breathe in, lengthen your spine, engage the stomach. Breathing out to lower down. So again, options to use a block or any other prop to support your head, your forearms, or your chest as you move into your version of pigeon. Start to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders to come undone. And just bringing your weight all the way over to that left side. Swing the right leg around, bringing the soles of the feet back together again. Sitting up nice and tall. Lengthen your spine and draw your shoulders down into your back body. And just start to hinge forward as you breathe in. Draw the hands towards the tops of the feet, towards the toes. Fold forward as you breathe out, tucking the chin towards your chest. pressing your shoulders back. So maybe pulling on the feet to deepen that fold, creating more openness in the hips. So you can engage the hips, the inner thighs by pushing the knees down towards the mat as you pull yourselves forward. And just slowly start to come undone. I'm going to transition all the way down to our backs. Just let the legs stay extended. Separate the feet wider than your hips. Just let the feet fall open. Just closing your eyes, bring your right hand to your stomach. And place the left hand to the heart. Beginning to slow our breath. And gradually start to lengthen your exhale. We'll keep our exhalations long. Allow your inhalations to get deeper. Add a pause. And then very slowly breathing out. Slowly release the hands back alongside the body. Start to engage the stomach. Then curl the toes. Squeeze the fists. Slowly engaging all the muscles in the body. Pressing the backs of the knees down. Engaging the thighs. Keeping the toes curled. Squeeze the glutes. Take a deep full breath in. Hold. And see if you can squeeze a little tighter. Sip in a little more. And then sigh it all out. Releasing the hands, spreading the fingers and the toes. And slowly begin to wiggle the fingers. And wiggle the toes. And drawing the knees in, one leg at a time. Engage the belly. Hug the knees in. Bring the thighs close together. We'll start to circle the knees in one direction. Circle the knees in the opposite direction. And just gently rock from side to side. When you're ready, you can fall all the way over to one side and take a fetal position. Staying in the fetal position, we'll keep our eyes closed. And with your eyes closed, just slowly begin to bring yourselves back up into a comfortable seat. Draw the hands to heart center. Start to sit up tall as you bring your shoulders back. Draw the belly in. Then hinge forward, bowing the head. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Slowly sigh it out. Thank you for joining me in practice. Namaste.